let's check on these worms and see what's going on. So we'll take out the plastic, and there's at least one worm on the plastic. So last time I was in this bin, it was off camera, and I had added some more bedding to this. And I think the last feeding was over on this side, where I also put all the corn cobs. So let's take a look at that first. You can see the worms are all through this material. And there's still plenty of corn cob activity that they need to work on. So let's go and fluff this up just a little bit. So we got our corn cobs in there. And I think I will do another feeding in this section of the bin, but I'm going to put all the corn cobs in that area. Now, last time I gave them a bunch of these onion skins, and you can see the worms are in there enjoying those. But in addition to the corn cobs, which are a very slow food, I'm also going to give them some leaves. So there's leaves and a little bit of grass clippings in there. Now this material is really dry because it's been sitting in the garage for like the last, I don't know, whatever it is, 4 or 5 months, something like that. So I'm going to give this a little bit of water and I'll be right back. Put a little bit of water on there. I'll go on to the feeding. And I just put everything in a little bucket for today. So we got several banana peels. We got some sweet potatoes and some potato skins. I'm also going to add some expired oatmeal. And for grit, I'm going to use some azomite. I'll give them grit for their gizzard so that they can digest the food. And I'll also add some minerals to the finished worm castings. So with that in place, I'm going to go ahead and cover it up with the castings I pulled out from that side. Now you can see how they kind of like bulked up the bin on that side, but all that material will break down fairly quickly. And let's take a look at this side of the bin. Oh, look at all the worms there, huh? Wow. That's just a massive amount of worms in this area. Now there's still a little bit of food left over from when I did feedings last time. It looks like that's mostly potato skins. But you can just see all the worms in this area. But now with the fresh food over here, I'm sure they'll go back and forth besides whatever worms are not already over that side. Now, yeah, there's still some food left over. So this feeding is going to be plenty to keep them going for probably a couple weeks. And what I'm going to be doing with this bin in the near future is, as it warms up for springtime, I'm going to grab probably like a big handful of these worms, and I'm going to put them into my Johnson Sioux compost bin so that they can contribute to breaking down that material in there. But we'll cover that on a separate video. Let's go on to the Mariner bin. Now over here in the Mariner bin, so we got worms on the bubble wrap on this. So we'll put that off to the side for a minute. This is the paper bag we added to the bin last time. They've been working hard on that bag, so it's disappearing pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure I fed this side last time. So let's go ahead and take a look. You can see there's a lot of castings already in this bin, and I probably could harvest it pretty soon. Now there's still some food material left in here, but look at all the worms in this bin. Yeah, there's a big handful of worms there. So we'll just do a quick fluffing up in this bin. Now I did add like these onion skins to this bin too. Let's just kind of fluff this up a little bit. Not sure what this was. I think it might be part of the corn husk on there. So some other material that hasn't been broken down yet. So I think on this one, I'm going to just go ahead and just clear out the middle. I'm going to put these corn cobs in the center, along with this material they haven't finished yet. Add some fresh leaves, and we'll add some water to that. With the leaves dampened down, we'll go ahead and dump the food in there. Again, it's the same food. It's the celery stalks, bananas, sweet potatoes, and potato skins. I'll also add some oatmeal to this bin, along with the powdered azomite to act as grit. And we'll go ahead and cover that up with the castings that we got. And the worms will go down and find all that food. Now, with as many castings there are in this bin, I could probably do a harvest on this pretty soon. I actually have plenty of castings at the moment, but I'm sure come springtime I will go ahead and do a harvest of castings on here so I can use them in the garden. Now, things like this where you get like roly-polies, and these mostly come from like the leaves, they don't really bother me at all. They don't get outside the bin, and they help to break down like this carbonous material, which makes it available to the worms. So we'll put the bubble wrap back on top, and we'll call this one done. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.